Boys and girls, welcome to My Brothers and Idiot. We are going to cover the NFL, the NBA, the NHL. We've got some degeneracy plus lists and more hockey. Hi, MJ. How are you? Oh, Bernie. I was there when you got Bernie. That was awesome.
This is Big Bernie. He's my best friend.
Yeah.
Big Bernie.
Bernie's great. Well, welcome. My name is Matt. I'm the king of the goons. This is that podcast where we discuss whatever the hell we think is fun, and you can join along, whatever. I hope you're watching us on Twitch, YouTube, and all the things. Welcome. Let me kick you around the rest of the squad. We've already talked to the dipshit, the producer, MJ. She's now home for longer than 6 days, and she has a Bernie. What's up? And you're fucking muted.
Great radio.
I muted myself because I was touching things. Bernie is replacing Trout temporarily because Trout is married, but Bernie is the hero that the world needs, so he's staying with me.
Bernie's awesome. And we'll talk more about Bernie's hockey team here in a little while. Good to see you. Next, we have the owner and proprietor of Knox Nostalgic Collectibles, holding down the fort in Extreme Southern Command. He is the brother-in-law of the Kaiser. He's also my co-brother-in-law, which is actually a thing. Hey, Tank, what's up?
Not much. Busy week, but doing good. Kids are back in school, thankfully.
Nice. Fall break over. Got through that nonsense. Yeah, that's always fun. And last but not least, the man we've named the podcast after, the one with the hair. He's got a beard. And he must be summoned. So I will do so right now. Good.
And I am here. Hey, everybody. How's it going? Frank, you doing all right, buddy? The children are quiet now, I noticed, so that's good. There's not World War III over underwear there, which is good. Michaela, you've got a stuffy. This is awesome. You have several stuffies in the background. I like the way you framed your little area there. For those of you who can't see, there is a giant wall of stuffed animals directly behind Michaela, including an alien and a net of a bunch of other bullshit that I can't tell what it is.
I remember when you got that alien in Roswell. That was awesome.
Yes, he's my best friend. His name is Marshall. He lives up there.
Marshall the Martian?
Wait.
Yes.
I thought Bernie was your best friend.
No, Marshall's my best friend. Bernie is the hero that the world deserves. Get it right.
You did say that Bernie was your best friend earlier.
I said he's currently my best friend.
Oh, okay. That's fair.
Nice.
I'm with you. I'm caught up. Matt, how's it going at Sean McVay's house? Things going well over there?
Yeah, he's screaming and ranting and yelling about Cam Akers doing well in other teams besides his own, but he's okay. He's in the back. He's fine.
Okay, cool. I haven't seen the ghost of Sarah yet, but I'm sure she'll pop
by
at some point.
She's down there. She's watching news/sports. Apparently there was some sort of a shooting in Maine, so she's watching that and then going back and forth. So
wow.
There you go. All right, let's get into the podcast and the agenda for the day. And we have another game to be run by MJ. So take it away.
We were going to play Retire 4, which is a game in which you go through and retire 4 numbers for every team, and they can't have more than 4 or less than 4. But the Chicago Bears don't have any numbers retired since before 1990, or since after 1990, rather. And I didn't have it in me to listen to you fuckers argue about someone who played before the merger. So instead...
None of us have any idea of who those people are.
Instead
I know I mean, there's the Fred.
Okay, sorry. Take a step back.
And...
I'm not going to fucking claim any of those fuckers. Anyways, continue.
In honor of the NBA starting, we're bringing back Name Fat Lever. It's
nice.
Name Fat Lever time.
Oh, yeah.
I love Name Fat Lever.
Name Fat Lever's great.
I love Name Fat Lever.
For anyone who doesn't know, let me give a shout out to Pug Soup. This is originally named Pat Falloon that I stole, but this one is basketball. So I have categories. In each category, there are 3 names. They're going to pick a category. They're going to pick a name. And then I'm going to give them the player's current age, the number of games they've played, and their current or last team. And then I have an additional 10 clues to give them that they will guess how many clues they think they need to guess the player. Those clues are their pre-NBA team, their height and weight, their draft spot, their draft or first team that they played with in the NBA, their years played, their career points per game, the country they're from, their current or most recent cap hit, their most recent or current points per game, and every team that they've played for. Yeah, shut up.
Shit,
I know for a fact you don't fucking remember how the game works.
No, I remember how the game works, but I got very lost in the middle of that.
I love
So-
cap hit. That's so good.
So we have 3 returning categories. I've seen you on TV, which are people that I have seen on TV. Hometown boys, who are guys who are from Colorado, and a Serbian film, which are guys from Serbia. But we also have 2 new categories. The 1500 Club, which is guys who have played more than 1500 but less than 1600 games, and the Triple Double Trouble, which is guys who have at least 100 triple doubles in their careers.
Wow,
that's some
I
very
like
specific
that.
shit,
Yeah, that's
actually.
awesome.
I know I've leveled up from
Fancy
just
test.
looking at dudes with names.
Right?
I
I'm
got
excited.
stats now. Okay, Mark, go ahead, pick a category for me.
Give me the newest one.
Okay, well, either 1500 Club or Triple Double Trouble. What do you want to do on?
Let's do the 1500 Club.
Alrighty, A, B, or C?
B.
B. All right. Our man is 46 years old. He played 1,541 games, and his last team was Atlanta. How many clues do you need?
5.
All right, 5 will get you his pre-NBA team, his height and weight, draft spot, his draft or first team, and the number of years played. Tank, do you need less than 5?
I don't think I can do less than 5, actually. Shit on that one.
don't stand a chance in this.
All right, Matt, what about you? Less than 5?
Yeah, give me 4. What the hell? That's
All
Give
right.
you 4, so that'll just take off years played. Okay,
Okay.
Matt. So, his college team was UNC. He is 6'6", 220 pounds. He was drafted 5th overall, and he was drafted by the Golden State Warriors.
46.
Played 1,500 games. You said his last team was the Hawks?
Yes.
What the fuck? 46.
And we don't know his college.
You do know his college. It's
UNC.
UNC. 6'6".
6'6", 220.
I don't have a fucking clue.
No. I got nothing. Pass.
Do we get who he was drafted by?
He was drafted by Golden State.
State.
Okay.
So
That's right.
Mark, it passes to you.
I got absolutely fucking nothing. My brain is so soupy today, guys. I'm sorry. I'm gonna be more of just the color commentator at this point on this one. I've got no
Right.
clue.
I feel like we'll go to Tank. I feel like this is a guy that you all should know because
Oh,
his
yeah,
name
it's
is
I
familiar to
guarantee
me.
you, I'm
Right.
gonna. Yeah.
But I will say that it seems like the 2 teams that I am able to give you are perhaps whack.
Not helpful.
Yeah. Probably didn't really play much for Golden State and probably was a very short run in
Yeah.
Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of what I was thinking about too.
Right.
I'm trying to think of UNC roughly 1997. God, I don't know.
All right, fire away, Michaela.
It is Mr. Vince Carter.
Oh my god!
That's right. He was drafted
God.
by.
Wait, well, hold on.
Damn it.
He only played 1,500 games? I feel like that guy played for 400 years.
The
He
last
had
Well, he
injuries.
played for
Yeah,
22
he did.
years.
Yeah.
He there were like 3 or 4 years that
He was
missed
injured.
time.
Vince Carter.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
He was one of my favorites too, Vinsanity, man.
Yeah,
Nobody
Vince
dunks
was
the
great.
Nobody dunks the basketball like Vince Carter. And he had to reinvent his game once he lost it because he did have those ankle injuries. So he reinvented himself as a shooter.
Yeah.
And he was a 3-point shooter he would hit those 18 to 20 shots. And he was good for 15 points a game. And that's how he made his last 5 years in the league.
God, that headband.
Who else completely forgot that he was drafted by Golden State?
Right. Yeah. So
Right. That's why I said
that threw me off. That threw me
he
off
was
big time.
drafted by Golden State, but it's not in his list of teams he's played for.
No,
Yeah,
because
they
he never
traded
played
him.
for them.
Right. He was a draft day trade.
Yeah.
Did they trade him to Toronto?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. He was the only thing that Toronto had forever. That was awesome.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That was a good one. Yeah.
Oof.
All right, Mark, back to you since nobody got a point. Do you need the categories again?
Serbian television prompters.
A Serbian film. A, B, or C.
Yeah,
I refilled the category.
Oh boy. A.
A. Okay. Our man's is 55 years old. He played 1,134 games. 1,134 games. And his last team was the Lakers. How many
55.
clues do you want?
I know this.
6.
I know this.
6. Tank. How many to name Fat Lever?
I think I know this too, but I can't remember his fucking name. I think I know who it is, but
5, I guess. I can do 5.
5. Matt, how many do you need?
I can name that man in 0 clues.
Go ahead and name Fat Lever for me.
Vlade Divac.
yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. The Lakers thing gave it away, honestly.
Yeah, right. Yep.
Vladdy is one of those guys
His
too. Like,
age, 55.
oh my god.
Right. Yeah. The age and the team.
Whose team is he running these days? Is he still running the Kings? Is that where he's at?
Last I saw, he was still with the Kings.
Yeah.
Vlade
was that guy was
man.
next level talent. Like he was, and he was famous for smoking heaters at halftime.
That's it.
The
That's
throwback,
the
right?
thing. He was one of those guys in the 90s who you always saw firing down a heater in the hallway at halftime, and that's where they'd catch him and do an interview at halftime.
Mhm.
The man is gold.
Yeah, firing down Camel no filters because
he's one of those guys. He was the original like Serbian guy that you hated too. He was always flopping. You know, he was famous for being a flopper.
Mhm.
It's just that he defines Euro trash basketball, man.
Yeah.
It's so good. I love it.
At the
I
time,
mean that
right?
with respect.
Sure.
I mean that with respect. Like the guy was excellent.
Go to good old
And he was
Vlade.
fun to watch. It was
Yeah.
just like watching a rec league game when he was
And he's
on the
also
floor.
one of the hairiest men to have ever played basketball. That man looked like he wore a sweater under his.
He was
jersey.
very Wolfman.
Yeah, right. All right, next up, Michaela.
Great job, Matt.
All right, Tank. Do you need the categories again?
Let's do the triple double one.
Triple, double, trouble. A, B, or C?
C.
C. Our guy is 64 years old. He played 906 games, and his last team was the Los Angeles Lakers. How many clues?
64.
64. 4.
4 clues. Matt,
64.
can you do it in less?
Yeah, give me 3.
3. Mark.
So I could do it in 64 clues.
Okay. Just gonna show you his basketball reference page. Just block out the
Just
top
text
part.
it to me. Screenshot it and send it over.
Mhm.
All right. So Tank, you get 3 clues.
No, Matt
Matt
knows.
gets 3
Oh,
clues.
Matt gets 3 clues. His college team was Michigan State. He is 6'9", 215 pounds, and he was taken first overall. Can you name Fat Lever?
Yes, I can. That is
All right.
Irvin Magic.
Magic Johnson.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
There he is.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as you said Michigan State, that was
Yeah,
the-
Michigan
Yeah,
State.
Michigan
Like,
State
oh, I know
dead
who that
giveaway.
is. But
Yeah.
the 64 thing threw me off. It's like, is he really
80s,
64?
Well, you know, he's the only man to cure AIDS. So, you know, he's going to live forever and look like
Right.
he's, in his early 50s. He looks like he's your age.
Right. I remember the day that he announced he had to step back because of HIV, and I was in college, and we went to whatever store that we could find at the mall, and we bought every Magic poster there was. And the one poster I will always remember, it was a 6 foot by 4 foot Magic poster, and we put it on the ceiling of just Magic dribbling against Larry Bird, because that day was a day I will never forget in my own sports journey. It was awesome. From a not awesome that happened, but it was awesome in terms of the impact it had on me.
You had some awe.
I was in awe of the moment.
Yeah, there was some awe. Not awesome like awesome, but awesome like you were like, oh,
yeah,
a lot.
Nice.
Yeah. Well done.
Yeah.
Good work. Alrighty, Matt. You got 2.
Give me the 1500 Club.
1500 Club, A or C?
C.
Okay. He is 76 years old. He played 1,560 games. His last team was the Lakers. How many clues?
Give me 2.
2 clues. Mark?
Yeah, 2.
Also 2. Tank, think you can do it in 1 or 0?
Yeah, let's do 1.
Alrighty. Tank, his college team was UCLA.
Oh my God.
Can you name Fat Lever?
Oh my God. Been hearing that shit since UCLA.
The guy that throws this fly hook every once in a while, right?
Right. What's his original name? I'll give you bonus points if you remember his original name.
Oh, actually, what was it?
What was his pilot's name? I'll give you bonus points.
That would be
listen, kid.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
You try to
the hell I don't. I've been hearing that shit
Al
since
something, but I can't
UCLA.
remember what it was. What was it?
Lou Alcindor.
Lou Alcindor.
Lou Alcindor. Thank you. Yep.
You try to
was his
haul
name?
Rambus's ass up and down 84 feet for 48 minutes and see how you feel.
Yeah.
Tell your old man to drag Lemire in.
I kind of thought that's who it
Rambus
was. I'm going to be
48 minutes.
honest. I kind of suspected that's who it was just based on the age. I was like,
Right.
that old, played that many games. Last team was LA.
The Lakers, yeah.
The
That was-
greatest movie cameo of all time.
yeah.
I just
I
needed
mean,
the
there have been
college to
a million
confirm.
good ones, but oh
Right.
my God.
And when they
In
hauled him
Airplane.
after he ate the chicken, or the fish,
Yeah.
after he ate the
The
fish,
fish.
and they
Yeah.
haul him out of the seat, and he's wearing
And he's in
Lakers
his
shorts
uniform.
and the high top socks. What the-
Love it.
And the goggles.
Yeah, I had never seen a picture of him before, so when you pull up his basketball reference page and it's a picture of him in game with the goggles, I was like,
Mhm.
Mom, how is this
It's
alien
wild.
motherfucker looking guy?
That was kind
Yeah.
of his. Yeah, that was kind of his
That-
thing. Before
He kind of
anybody
did
else
look
got
like an
to it.
alien, if we're going to be honest about it.
He
Looked
did.
like
He
my
did.
friend Marshall
Long
back
and
there.
tall.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
Mhm.
Well done.
Yeah, awesome.
All right, so we are back to Mark. Matt's got 2 points. Tank's got 1. Mark,
Let's close the
categories.
category.
1500 Club.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, our man is 45 years old. He played 1,522 games, and his last team was Dallas. How many clues would you like, sir?
2.
2 clues.
I think I know it, but I'd like 2.
Tank, how many clues would you like, sir?
1.
1 clues. Matt,
I can name that man in 0 clues.
Are you
I
gonna
think
name-
I can too.
I think I can too.
you guys need to be more confident.
Right?
Dirk
All right.
Dirk
0.
Nowitzki.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Mark Cuban's best friend
Oh.
ever.
Yeah. It was Dirk. Yeah.
Dirky poo.
Hall of Famer, Dirk Nowitzki.
Yep. Absolutely. Love that guy.
Mhm.
The only time I've had to write a country, well, I guess not the only time. The only time I've had to write Germany on my list.
You're right.
Yeah.
Best,
he went
best
to
German basketball player in NBA history.
Correct.
That is sort of a short list, but yeah, he's definitely.
Yeah.
That's right.
I was trying to think of another one, but
There's a couple dudes in somewhat recent history from Germany, but
Mhm.
not to that.
it's been it.
Yeah,
It's
not
been
that
it.
guy. Yeah. I'd like some light reading, please. Here's a pamphlet on German NBA players. Here you go, sir.
That might be 5 people
Like-
long.
I like what you did there. I was thinking the same thing. I just didn't know how to work it in.
Right.
Have to
I
be
mean,
careful with that one these days.
We're on the airplane joke, so why not?
Have to be careful with that one these days.
Right.
Okay.
You gonna do one more, guys?
Dirk Nowitzki.
Do you want to do one more?
Let's do
Sure.
one.
Why not?
All right, Tank. Categories are Triple Double Trouble, I've Seen You on TV, Hometown Boys, or a Serbian film.
Let's go Hometown Boys.
Hometown Boys. A, B, or C?
C.
C. Our guy is 29 years old. He's played 345 games. And his last team is Boston. How many clues would you like, sir?
God, is he 29 already?
Yeah.
I know who it is, but I can't think of his name.
Yeah, I'm just having the same
Yeah,
issue.
this you did pick a shitty one considering Matt's directly after you.
I know. But I also didn't think it was gonna be so easy and so hard because I can't remember his fucking
I
name.
can't remember his fucking name.
I guess we'll just do 2.
2 clues, Matt.
I can name it at 0.
I was gonna say
I'll say one and give Mark the end. I'll go one.
No, I don't stand a chance. I can't. I know who it is, but I can't. I can't think of. The name is not coming.
No, me either.
All right, Matt.
I can't believe he's 29. It's Derek White.
It is Derek White.
Yeah,
Wow,
that's it.
yeah.
Jesus.
So not only is he a hometown kid, but he played 2 miles from here at Legend High School.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yep.
And my youngest son, Michael, met him at Panda Express when he was still in high school. And
Oh, that's right.
yeah. And he actually talked to him for a couple minutes. He's like, dude, I go to Legend, a huge fan. Appreciate you coming back. And then Derek bought his orange chicken.
That's right.
Right.
That's right. I forgot about that.
I can't believe Derek White's 29.
Neither can
29.
That's
And
crazy.
what's it called?
A
Is it
hell of a
updated
basketball
yet?
player too.
Basketball Reference isn't updated yet for today. So because obviously there's been one set of games for all these
today.
teams. So I was like, did he stop playing?
No, he's
Because
on the
there's-
team.
No.
Yeah, he's on the team.
But because they haven't played
He's still
anything, he
starting.
doesn't have any stats for
Yeah,
this
yeah,
year.
he's a starter. He's absolutely a starter. And he was really good at San Antonio too.
God, he was great.
So the real question is since that one was a fucking dead giveaway, do we want to do a real one or do we want to just give it up?
I mean,
How
I'm up
about Matt
4-1.
yeah,
so-
Grab another one,
Why
Matt.
not?
yeah,
Fuck
let's
it.
do another one.
Yeah.
All right. Triple Double Trouble, I've Seen You on TV, Hometown Boys, or a Serbian film?
Who's picking?
You.
You.
I've seen you on TV.
Okay, A, B, or C?
B.
Boy. Our man is 38 years old. He's played 782 games, and his last team was Cleveland. How many clues?
3.
3 clues. Mark.
I wasn't paying attention. I'm going to be honest. 3 clues. What were the clues? What were the?
So he's 38.
I'll say 2. Fuck it.
Okay, 2 clues. Tank.
Yeah, I don't think I can do better than 2. I'm having a blank already on this one.
All right. Mark, I'll give you all the clues.
Okay.
He's 38 years old.
Nice.
He's played 782 games. His
Okay.
last team was Cleveland.
Mhm.
His pre-NBA team was Clifton J. Ozen, and he is 6'10", 270 pounds.
Clifton
LeBron
James.
James.
It is
700 games, dude.
I didn't even, sorry, I missed the game.
Yeah, and his last team was not fucking Cleveland.
Cleveland. No, he plays for LA currently.
Yeah, I watched him last night. He was terrible.
He got swatted by Christian.
I know. It was so good. And we'll talk about that more here in a minute. But
Fucking
man.
doofus.
Yeah, no, I got no chance. I'm not focusing right now. Sorry, guys.
All right, Tank.
I don't know this one. I do not have anyone even coming to mind right now.
Matt.
is it Kevin Love?
It is not Kevin
I don't know.
Love.
He has more games than that.
It is
Isn't
Mr.
Kevin Love like 40?
He's up there. All right, who is it?
It is Kendrick Perkins.
Kendrick
shit.
Perkins. That
I
fucking
forgot
guy.
Perkins. Yeah.
Oh,
I figured that would make you all
700
happy.
games? Holy
yeah, he
shit.
played. Oh, he was there for years in Oklahoma
Yeah.
City before he started bouncing,
Right.
and then he went to Golden State.
Well, he
Celtics.
was I was gonna say he played for Boston from 03
Yeah.
until 2011.
Yeah, he
and
played
then
in
moved to
Boston
Oklahoma.
forever. He played
Yeah.
in Boston forever. Won a championship there.
Yeah.
How is
That's
it
where he
only
got his ring.
700 games, though? Jesus, was he injured that much?
I mean, that's
I
just
don't
shy
think
of
so.
9 years. That's a pretty good career.
He played for 14 years.
That's what I was thinking.
It doesn't look like he ever played a full season, which I don't
No.
know if
No, because he was
NBA
a
nobody
banger.
players ever
does.
do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was a banger. He just threw his
Yeah.
body around, and
He was a giant asshole then, and he's a giant asshole now.
yeah,
It
Yeah,
looks
just
like
a different kind.
he had
absolute no talent hack.
Yeah.
4 years
On
of
and
more
off the
than-
court. On
He had
and off the court.
Mhm.
4 years of more than 70 games, and he had some 12 or 20 game seasons, some 10 game seasons.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
he
starting to
had
add up
some
to
knee issues, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, he working.
Yeah, well, fuck Perk.
Wow.
Him borking. Now his head's
Kendrick.
borking.
Yeah, Borkin. Fuck him. All right.
Well,
fuck that guy.
congratulations, Matt, new champion
yeah,
of
Matt
What do you mean
dominated.
new?
Big
I
Fat
won
Lever.
I won last time too.
Yes,
No,
you did.
Tank won last time.
I
I
won?
had the points. Yes.
Really?
Because
Oh,
remember,
shit.
we went to 5, and you and him were going back and forth until the last one.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Right on. So new
Well, yeah, you
champion.
dominated today, man. You
Here we go.
killed it.
Boom,
Yeah.
trophy.
There it is again.
There it is again. The trophy for the 13U Douglas County Defenders state title. There you go.
Woo! That was a fun game.
That was a great game.
I got to do some play-by-play.
That play-by-play was awesome. Beards.
I'll have to screenshot and send some to you, Tank.
Yeah, that was
I did-
pretty good.
There was a bunch of the family was at one of our nephew's birthday parties, so they couldn't watch. So I was trying to give them updates as it was happening.
Right.
Oh,
Pretty
nice.
fun. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And that's the
I was having fun.
last time that those kids are ever going to play together ever again, which was bittersweet moment, but it was cool. We won state.
Yeah.
So I'll take
Yeah.
it. Right.
Absolutely.
All right. Thank you, MJ. Great job. Good job, panel. Let's move on to the NFL. And rather than break down individual games, we're going to switch it up a little bit. I'm going to ask the Goon Squad to give us your top 5 and bottom 5. And this can change every single week. So we'll talk about the bottom 5 first, and you can give me a blurb about each team. And then we'll just go around the panel and you can do your thing. So I will start with Tank. Give me your bottom 5.
Okay, so bottom 5 is Carolina. Because wow. Do you want me to give you the blurbs as I'm going?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Carolina has no talent. That's their biggest issue. They have nobody on that team. Arizona, basically the same issue. They have basically no talent. Chicago, very little talent and a dipshit of a head coach. I'm going to call them the New Jersey Giants until they start winning. Nothing. They have a semi-okay defense and apparently a somehow better quarterback than they did 2 weeks ago.
I was waiting for that.
Because Tyrod is better than Dimes.
Yeah, why not? And then Tennessee, because once again, no talent, and they just traded one of their best talents away again.
All right, good job. Mark, what do you got?
Bottom 5 for me, it's actually pretty much the exact same order the Tank had, but I'm going to do it reverse and give you my worst last because that's more fun. So I'm going to start with the New York Football Giants, Tank's New York Football Giants. They're just not good. They have won a couple games, which is surprising, but they're still just, it's bad football. Tennessee again. So I thought I was going to be a surprise pick there with Tennessee. The Patriots are definitely an honorable mention and should be on this list, but Tennessee, like you said, did just trade away somebody kind of important. The Bears are trash. Justin Fields is trash. Arizona has nobody, and Carolina has less. So that's my bottom 5.
Carolina is completely devoid of talent currently.
Yep. MJ, what do you got?
I'm just going to give you 5 teams.
All right.
And I'm going to say that my 5 teams are the Bears because they're bad. And there was this TikTok about one of their rookie quarterbacks that apparently is supposed to be like, I don't know. The TikTok was going on about how he looked like he should be a Bears quarterback because he looked like a domestic abuser. So that's not a great look for them to start.
Jesus.
I'm gonna say the Cardinals because even though I like Redbirds better, they are not making me happy in doing these things. I'm going to say Carolina and Tennessee because until you guys said I forgot that those were football teams, to be honest. And then I'm going to say
that makes sense right now.
And then I'm going to say the Saints because they're the stupid sexy sacks stupid Saints and fuck those guys.
There you go.
Fuck those guys.
Yeah.
All right, so I'll give you my list, and I will also start at the top, so 28 going down. I'm going to start with the Bears at 28. Yeah, it's the Bears, and their coach is stupid, and their quarterback's hurt, and they have major issues. Next, I've got the Patriots. Yes, I know they won, but Mac Jones is trash. Moving on. The Cardinals are number 3. Do not trust them whatsoever. They are a mess. Josh Dobbs isn't that guy. The Giants I have at number second to last position because Tyrod is better than Dimes. And then finally, of course, it's the Panthers who haven't won a game all goddamn year.
Well, they're going to win a weird game, and that's going to be it.
They might. Yeah, they might. I mean, they could beat the Commanders. I think they have one more game against the Commanders. They've got chances, right? And the parity in the NFL is what it is, right? There are opportunities for teams to win games that they shouldn't win, and it happens every single year, right? We haven't had an 0 team since the Lions 10 years ago, and there hadn't been one for years before that. The Lions were
I think the Lions were the first one.
Yeah,
when was Cleveland? That wasn't that long ago.
Cleveland was after
had
the
one.
Lions.
Yeah,
Cleveland was it Cleveland?
Recent. Yeah.
Okay.
Cleveland was more recent, but
Right.
before the Lions, there was nobody. It's only
Right.
happened twice.
Yeah, it doesn't happen very often. So that something will happen, right?
I always root for it.
The Saints.
Yeah.
So.
It's like the Spiders Cup. Let's go.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm all for it.
Yeah, the Panthers are the only one in the running for the Spiders Cup, so you never know.
Hey man, I'm not about negativity. I'm about just excelling at being bad.
All about giving
That's
the Bears
what I'm all
2
about.
top 3 picks, apparently.
Yeah, could be.
Yeah.
Absolutely could be. And until Justin comes back, and it was really funny when Justin got hurt and the kid came in. I don't even remember his name.
It's Badgent.
Badgent, right? We're watching the game on Red Zone, and I had walked away and come back. I'm like, who the fuck is playing quarterback for the Bears? And my wife, God bless her, looks at the TV. She goes, I don't know, Jim Jabroni.
Yep. We love Jim Jabroni.
My job here is done.
All-time career
We're
leader
winning
in
with that.
touchdown passes.
We're winning with that Jim Jabroni thing.
Jim Jabroni, right?
Spread the
solid
news
win.
about Jim Jabroni.
Solid win. All right. Thank you guys for your ranks. Let's move on to the Denver Broncos game. And hey, guess what, guys? They won.
Are we just doing bottom 5?
Yay. Oh, top 5. Shit.
I mean, I'm cool with it. I just want to make sure.
No, I
everyone
forgot.
knows
No,
what you
let's
got
go top
written
5.
down
Yeah.
here.
All right.
It's your agenda. I'm just sticking to it, bro.
Right? Fuck, I forgot top 5. All right. So, Tank, give me your top 5.
I have a top 2 and then some people that I don't really trust. Eagles and Chiefs. Those are the top 2 teams. These are the top 2 most complete teams. And that is, I don't think, changing in the foreseeable future, to be honest. After that, I just kind of threw in Baltimore, Jacksonville, and Detroit.
Very good. Mark?
Mostly because of defenses, by the way. These are the good defenses.
Yeah, I'm kind of in a different spot. I mean, I agree the Eagles should definitely be up there, and the Chiefs, of course. Miami, gotta love that offense. And the defense when they play is great, but they're beating who they're supposed to beat. I as well have Detroit on this list. Sneakily, I know that they've lost an extra one. I just think that they're ready for postseason football. And it's a fun brand of football to watch. It's good football and not boring. And I actually have the Jacksonville Jaguars in the top 5 because Neil will appreciate it when he listens.
I mean, we only have one difference there.
Right? All right, Michaela?
Okay, I'm just gonna name 5 teams. I like the Dolphins because McDaniels is a cool guy. I like the Lions because Dan.
I like
Campbell
how every
is a
time
cool
she
guy.
says it, it's like she just invented this. Okay, I'm just gonna name 5 teams.
I don't know which one is 1 or 5. I don't give a shit.
Fair enough. Go ahead. Sorry.
The Eagles, because they have the Kelsey power, the good Kelsey power. The Chiefs, because while they don't have the good Kelsey, since they don't have the good Kelsey power, they have the Taylor Swift power, and then everyone else on this fucking list is mid. But I'm gonna say the Falcons because I don't like the Saints.
Wow.
Wow. Okay.
And because I've been reading a lot about Mr. Ritter. I don't know what position he plays, but
He's a quarterback.
He's a quarterback.
My Twitter talks about him a lot.
I've been reading a lot about the guy I can't even name the first name of.
And can we just say that Desmond Ritter looks like he's 38 years old?
Yeah.
That is an
I think that's because he plays for the Falcons.
Right. That would age a lot of people.
What was the name of that basketball player who came in at 18 and looked like he was 135 when he started playing? And
Greg
couldn't
Oden.
stay healthy.
Greg
Yeah,
Oden. Greg Oden.
That was his
Yeah.
name.
Yeah.
The guy looked like he was in his
Ohio
50s
State.
when he
Yeah.
got there.
Yeah. Played like 65 games because his feet were shot because he couldn't get good treatment in Ohio State. Yeah. Greg Oden was 106 years old.
He looked like he was 60 when he started.
I know. God.
He ran like he was 60.
Right.
It's true.
All right. So my list reflects some similarities here. I've got the Eagles at number 1. That's the best top to bottom team. And you get them in any down and anything less than 2 yards, they're going to convert it. Right. That's just automatic.
Seemingly.
Yep, automatic. I've got the Chiefs at number 2. They've got some weaknesses and can be got, so this could change over the course of the season. But I think we're seeing the effect of the loss of Eric Bieniemy as a play caller because they just don't look the same. Number 3, I've got the Ravens. As long as Lamar is there and that defense is playing the way they're playing, I think they could make some noise. The Niners, I know they just lost. They're dinged up, but that is top to bottom, I think, the most talented team in the league between offense and defense, especially with their inside linebacking crew. And you've got Christian McCaffrey. And then finally, the Lions, I think, are number 5. They're leading their division, obviously probably going to make the playoffs. And they're just so fun to watch. And Dan Campbell, we love Dan Campbell on this show. He's just such a great coach, a meathead for sure, but some of the stuff that comes out of his mouth is absolute genius, and I think it's all intended. So there you go.
Yeah.
Anything else, guys? Yep, there you go.
No,
All right,
that's
let's move
good.
now. Now we can move on to the Denver Broncos.
Sheesh.
Sheesh. Holy smokes, we won a game, boys. Look at that. That was
Ugly as
Ugly.
shit.
That was
Ugly as
fucking
shit.
ugly.
right, ugly as shit, and there's some things to talk about, but Tank, I'll start with you. Jordan Love is obviously not the guy for the Packers.
Yeah, I'd say so at this point. I don't. It's not just him though, because there's a lot of issues on this team. Their 2 touchdowns were accidents, and one of them wasn't a touchdown. So that game could have been worse. Let's just put it that way for the Packers. And the fact that it was that close, honestly, is just gross. And it was not a good game by really anyone involved.
Mark, your guy PJ Locke got a pick to seal the game at the end. There, coming.
He looks good. He came in.
Really,
Yeah,
good.
came in for Kareem with the dirty hit and.
Okay, hold on. He was flagged. That's not a dirty hit.
Okay.
None of his hits have been dirty hits, to be honest.
Well, no, I'll give you the one against the Raiders. That one was dirty. He did come in and clean that guy's head off. I've watched this play probably 15 times. He hits him with the shoulder in the shoulder, and it's not a dirty hit. It's just an old school football hit. There's a difference.
Now, the guy hopped up and celebrated immediately. He didn't get hit that hard.
Correct. Mark, carry on.
Okay, so when Kareem got kicked out for doing whatever the fuck he did, before that all got mansplained again, we'll talk about PJ Locke, and he came in and looked really good. I called him out right away. I was like, man, he looked solid. He had a couple of really great tackles along the line of scrimmage. And yeah, the pick at the end was just unbelievable. Read the coverage right and just came right across, and it was great. I'm not near as negative about the Packers as you guys are. Yeah, in the first half it was dreadful, and that's kind of what Jordan Love is at this point. It takes him a good 30 minutes of football just to get going, and then you saw in the second half, you can call one of the touchdowns not a touchdown, but they did move the ball up and down the field, and it looked a lot better in the second half than it did the first. Maybe with the full season under his belt, he could develop into what the guy they need. He just doesn't start quick enough. But that's all to be seen. But I thought that the game was really well played defensively for the Broncos. And Jordan Love, just looked terrible in the first half.
MJ, your thoughts?
I was in Arizona. This game wasn't on anywhere. Milty was watching it on his phone and occasionally yelling updates to me while I was in the pool, throwing your guys' nephew at his mother. It started and we weren't losing immediately. So that was a good start. That's about all I remember about the game. And I see that you have on the agenda something about the lack of a pass rush. And I would also just like to mention that I think that's what Von Miller used to do, but I don't actually know that. If that's what you were trying to get me to comment on.
I was not, but thank you. Jordan Love is not that guy, and he can't push the ball down the field. He can't read defenses. He's just not a good quarterback, and he's the 2 touchdowns. I'm going to say that per the rule, the first touchdown was a touchdown. The second one was a goddamn fluke.
That first one was not a touchdown.
It is a touchdown.
Surtain's feet hit the ground with possession of the ball first.
Doesn't matter. So and Sarator is completely wrong. It's simultaneous possession in the end zone. It's a touchdown.
But it wasn't simultaneous.
It is simultaneous in the end zone. It is. It absolutely is. Sarator is dead wrong. And there's been 1,000 people that come out and said that Sarator is dead wrong. But the tip off of one guy, the other guy catches it over here. What a goddamn fluke, right? if they don't have Aaron Brooks, this team isn't very good at all. And Aaron Brooks definitely wasn't the guy that we expect him to be.
Aaron Brooks?
Or who am I talking about? The
Aaron Jones?
Aaron Jones. Sorry.
Holy shit.
Hey, when did Aaron Brooks get
Yeah,
picked up?
Aaron Brooks is a quarterback. Sorry. I'm
Aaron,
talking about
Aaron Brooks is like 55.
Yeah, like, he was quarterback a decade and a half ago. Yeah.
Right. Aaron Jones. If they don't have Aaron Jones running full speed, this team's got
Oh
absolutely
my
nothing.
God.
They don't have anything that amounts to an offense. Christian Watson's okay, I guess, but this team is not good. They are not going to make any noise in the NFC or the NFC North. And Jordan Love is that guy. And there's a reason why he didn't play for as long as he didn't play, because he's just not there. He is who's the guy at San Francisco that got traded 4 times and has been in that quarterback, the athletic
Rosen?
guy. You guys, no, the other guy, the one they traded up to get. I'm old.
Trey
Mine
Lance?
is blanking. Trey Lance. He's Trey Lance. He's absolutely Trey Lance who's getting a shot, and he's just not good. Just can't read a defense, can't make a deep throw. The one time he tried to make a deep throw, guess what? PJ Locke picked it off. Just that team's no good, and I think Eberflus is gone. Eberflus, not
Eberflus. What is going
Jesus,
on?
I'm a mess. I don't know. Their coach is dead. He's gone. He's absolutely going to get fired. Yeah.
Matt LaFleur?
LaFleur. Eberflus, LaFleur. There's an E and a U in there. Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Don't care.
Aaron Brooks.
Right. But what we do need to talk about is the lack of a defensive pass rush by the Denver Broncos here. Even though we got Baron Browning back, they blitzed 47% of the time. There was a 47% blitz rate, which is much more in line with what Vance Joseph does, and they had 0 sacks. Tank, what's going on with this pass rush?
I think part of that is that the interior pressure is dog shit, and it's making it difficult for the ends and outside backers to actually get pressure on the outside like they should, because no one's afraid of the inside of it at all. So they're just passing the double blocks to the outside.
DJ Jones can't pick up a double team to save his fucking life.
No, not at all.
He's getting one-on-one blocked on every single fucking
single play.
And it's destroying this team.
Yeah.
It's absolutely destroying this team. If he can handle 2 guys, which is what he's getting paid to do, then this defense is dynamic, but he can't, so they won't. It's as simple as that. He is absolutely dreadful. He is absolutely dreadful at getting double blocked.
Yeah, we're getting.
I think you put some of that onto Zach Allen too, right? That they play right next to each other. One of them's got to be able to dominate and demand a double, and it's not happening.
Well, Zach Allen is getting doubled on an
That's
unfortunate amount of plays.
Yeah,
that's part of the problem. He's getting guard tackle almost every single play.
So if he's getting guard tackle doubled, why isn't the defensive end on the same side getting more pressure?
He is the defensive end. He'd be the linebacker.
No, he is not the linebacker. He is a defensive tackle. Your defensive ends are Browning or Cooper or Bonito, right?
Those are all linebackers that you just said.
They're defensive ends. We play a 3-4 guys here. They play 3 guys in the middle, and the defensive tackle is Zach Allen. He's getting doubled, and they rush from the outside. So, what is it? Which one is it? Is it a problem with the outside linebackers, defensive ends, or is it the problem with the inside? Which one is it? You can let the girls in.
Yeah. They're pounding on the door.
No, I can hear them. Yeah, can I come in? Yes, Scarlett, come on in.
Quick.
Lisa.
Hi, Uncle
You
Gonzo.
do not have to yell into the mic.
Hi, Uncle Gonzo.
Hi, girls.
Hi, Uncle Gonzo.
Aunt Mimi's coming to say hi.
Okay. Why don't you wearing your headphones?
He's not wearing his headphones, so I can hear you.
Hi, Mimi. Hi, Mimi.
Hi, girls. May, what's on your head?
My arm.
Oh,
It's like a cloak or something.
That's what I thought it was. How are you, girls? I'm gonna come trick or treating with you next week.
Yay! Ooh.
Ooh, ooh.
At school? No, we're not going to
Hey,
school.
Scarlett.
We're having a Halloween party at school.
All right. So wait, what are your Halloween costumes?
I am a black cat. I'm Princess Unicorn.
Nice. A black cat and a unicorn.
Princess unicorn.
Princess unicorn. Brilliant.
A unicorn king, and Daddy's gonna be a unicorn king.
Yep.
And my mom's gonna be a Santa's helper.
Do not have to yell, girls. I promise.
No,
We're right here. We can hear you just fine.
I can hear you.
Mike picks
Oh,
up every noise.
And
I
there's
promise.
Thanos. Hi, Thanos.
Hello,
I
Thanos.
love you, girls.
Scarlett,
How do you from the
the
room?
mystery voice says hi.
I
hey,
love you, girls.
hold on, real quick.
The mystery voice says hi. Okay, guys.
Sweet dreams.
Hold on,
Close the door.
Scarlett, come back. I have a
Jesus.
question for her.
Goodbye.
I was going to talk to her about the flag football thing and the fact that it's going to be an Olympic sport now.
Yeah.
Plays flag football.
Right. Right.
I
No.
thought that was actually relevant.
Right.
Yes. We will bring her in for that soon.
Yeah. We'll talk about it. We've got a few years to discuss
Yeah.
flag football at the Olympics because it's
Well,
not till
I know.
2028.
Yes, but we went and we saw the showcase at the Broncos game. So
Mm-hmm.
it is very still present in my brain. And since she plays flag football, I thought it would be interesting to get her perspective. Actually, Tank, isn't that her team on your hat tonight?
Yes. That was the team that she most recently played for, yes. Was
The Jaguars.
Jaguars.
Jaguars. Yes.
Okay. All right. As you were.
All right. Adios.
Okay. So, yes, I understand what you're saying, that the outside linebackers in a 3-4 defense operate similar to defensive ends, but Zach Allen is actually a defensive end.
He's a
That
defensive
is his
tackle.
actual position.
He's a tackle. He's a defensive tackle. You have a nose guard, 2 defensive tackles, and outside linebackers. They play a 3-4.
I
So-
coached football too. I actually do know how it's designed.
I understand. So
He is
let's call it
technically
what
a
it is.
defensive end.
He's a tackle.
Okay.
He's a 5 technique. He's absolutely a 5.
Okay. He's not, but fine. Outside linebackers are getting chipped. He's getting double teamed every play. Our outside linebackers are getting chipped on the plays, and they're not getting pressure. I don't know why they're not getting pressure, but Allen's actually getting double teamed basically every single play. Guard tackle almost every single time. So it's hard for him to get pressure because he has been getting pressure when he's able to go one-on-one and even on a couple times breaking the double team. But when nobody else on the outside is getting pressure, that, they're dead. There's nothing in the middle. There's nothing.
And I think it speaks to a lack of talent. Again, we talked about these guys
Yeah.
are good, but they're not that good. Yes, MJ.
Zach Allen is currently listed as a defensive end.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, he plays.
He's talking about how it's technically processed, but he isn't defensive end, and he played as a defensive end with Arizona, and
He also
so that
played as
is
a
his natural
left
thing.
defensive tackle as in Arizona, but he is not currently listed as a defensive tackle. Therefore, not a tackle.
Right. He's
Suck
a
it, losers.
he's a 5 technique, and he plays defensive tackle. That's what it is, because it's a 3-4.
And our other end, who the hell is it? Is it Draymond Jones? No. Yes.
Jim Jabroni, for all it could be.
Yeah.
I mean, who cares?
He's getting
right?
zero
Right.
depth on it at all. There's
He's
nothing.
not doing a goddamn thing.
Yeah,
He is
he's
not doing a goddamn thing.
Yeah.
Like Zach Allen at least is getting out there on run plays and busting his ass, and he generally does great covering the run. And he's
Mhm.
gotten a few pressures here and there, but he's been getting double teamed. What's the other guy done? You don't hear his name called at all.
Right.
At all. And you're
Right,
right.
right
None
to
of
the
these guys
Draymond
are very
Jones,
good. And Vance Joseph's scheme is just too. There's
It's
too
his
blah.
scheme sucks.
Blah. It's just like the offense. It's like when they try to get cute, that's when they get fucking shitty. The offense is the same way. We're driving down the field. We're running the ball down their throat. And they get these cute little fucking plays, and then it's like a loss of 20 yards. And that's the way the defense is, too. That it just moves so clunkily. It's hard to watch.
Clunkily?
Clunkily.
Clunkily.
Yeah, like clunky. Like McClunky.
It's clunky, but clunkily. Okay.
Clunkily. Yeah, like McClunky.
But I think you're 100% right. It's the interior pressure, aside from Allen, I'd say the interior pressure is garbage, and 100% the scheming sucks because you can blitz 47% of the time, but if you're not getting pressure, that's a useless fucking blitz. That is a pointless blitz. And, if you're not going to be getting pressure, then why do it? Why not just set everyone back in coverage and play zones effectively at that point? But,
exactly. I mean, one or the other, like be able to cover or be able to blitz.
Yeah,
They're not doing either.
Right. And you've got one guy in Sertan who's on one side of the field, and then pick a guy on the other side. I mean,
Mathis
he's a rookie, so he's going to struggle. They did have a guy who played better, Fabian Moreau, who played better on that side, especially in the slot.
And he's not a traditional corner.
No,
he's a hybrid.
Yes.
So he should be playing nickel more than anything, but they need someone to be on that other side because Mathis is not doing it.
No, he's a rookie. Rookie corners struggle mightily in the league. They just can't, unless your name is Sauce Gardner and you get away with clutching every single time. It's really hard to play well as a corner as a rookie in the league.
Who's that dude for Seattle? Wolford? Is that his name? That dude is playing amazingly as a rookie, weirdly enough. Him and Woolen, Jesus Christ. That's the only reason Seattle's any good right now, I think.
The Broncos are trash. Their coaching is trash. It's trash.
It is trash.
All right.
The receivers are trash.
Hey, Cortland had a good game. And so did Jerry. I think Jerry played very well.
Very, very, very Jerry?
Yeah, very, very Jerry well.
If Kansas City throws a second-round pick at Denver for Jerry Jeudy, do the Broncos take it?
Yes, absolutely.
I think so.
100%.
You'd have to. You'd have to, right?
100%. Yep.
Yeah. It'd be like Eddie Kinnison all over again.
Sure. Let him be a head case over there because Eddie Kinnison was a monster of a head case here.
Yeah. Every time he played against the Broncos, though, he had like 2 or 3 touchdowns.
Sure. Right.
Only time he showed up.
Yeah. And then they got him here and he
beat
was
the
a
shit out
goddamn
of Denver.
Mess. Just
it was the other way around. He started here and was a mess. We cut him. And they went to Kansas City, continued to be a mess, but at least he was productive forever.
He came here from somewhere else, though. Eddie Kinnison didn't start here. He came here from somewhere else.
He got cut from here first and then went to Kansas City.
Then went to Kansas City.
Yeah.
God, what did he play before? Was it
St. Louis? Matter. It doesn't matter.
He was St. Louis.
MJ, type it up. Eddie Kinnison.
Either way, yes, we're gonna have the same issue with Jerry Jeudy. We're gonna, for some reason, trade him to an in-division rival, and he's going to eat our fucking defense every time he plays against us
for like 5 more years.
Yeah.
I kind of hope he goes to like Minnesota. Like I could see Minnesota trying to grab a guy out of our roster because they're close-ish. Jefferson's hurt. They could use another guy on the other side for when Jefferson comes back. I could see that. Like that'd be a good spot for him to go because we would never have to see him.
Addison showed up. That was cool.
Addison played great. But
yeah.
That's the first time that we've ever seen that guy play like that, right?
Yeah.
True.
And he was the number one. I don't think Addison is sustainable.
I don't think he's the number one either. No.
Right. Yes, Michaela. You pull it up.
He played for a long time. Played for the Rams for 3 seasons. Then he went to Norway. Then he played for Chicago, and then he played for Denver for like 8 games.
Mm-hmm.
Was cut, and then Kansas City signed him, and then he played like the most of the rest of his career in Kansas City.
Kansas
And
City.
every time he played the Broncos, it was like a touchdown or two.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Every
100
single
yards
time.
and a couple touchdowns. Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
right. And he was a garbage third wide receiver
Yeah.
until he came against the Broncos, and then he
right.
just ate us up.
Yeah. Then Elvis Gerbach decided he was his best friend.
I think the only reason he was on that team is to beat Denver. That was the reason he was there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, you know, sometimes you don't know what it
You
takes
got those
to
guys.
focus you, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes you just need that focus point to be able to play well, and that was his focus point.
Yeah, like Boston Scott for the Eagles against the Giants.
Right.
The
Only
Giants
scored
killer.
against the Giants, and it's like
Fuck
3
you,
touchdowns
New
every time.
York.
Right. Well, we've got Denver playing Kansas City this weekend. Should be interesting in some respects ish, I guess. We'll see how it looks, and we will report back in 2 weeks. Moving on, let's talk about some degeneracy. I placed no bets this weekend because I just wasn't feeling it. And these games were garbage. However, Mark, we did some pew pick'em last week. How did we do?
We did. Before I go on, does anybody else have a bet? I don't want to stomp all over that.
Not this
Michaela?
week. I don't trust myself anymore.
Bet on Sergio Perez to win the Mexican Grand Prix.
There you go. There you go.
There you go.
Wait,
Some
did that
actual
happen?
degeneracy.
Did that happen, or is that going to happen?
That's gonna happen. The Grand Mexico is this week.
Okay,
The U.S. Grand
Mexico
Prix
this
was
week.
next week, and it was fine. And then Max Verstappen won, and then Lewis Hamilton and Leclerc both got fucking disqualified because their floors were too thin or something. And so Leclerc had the honor of going from pole position in the race to disqualified from the race. So I love life. I was talking about a Ferrari guy. Wrong song.
Well, you did mention Max.
He won. Not surprising.
Max Verstappen. The man has his own theme song,
Right?
and it's good. It's a banger.
You're muted, dumbass.
I hit the button just because it didn't work. It's not my fault. He has 2 theme songs because he also has the Supermax song.
Oh yeah, Supermax.
Right.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, play the game. Do your thing.
Carry on.
So how did we do?
How do we do? How many appetizers did we give away?
So, this week wasn't very good, right?
No.
We knew it wasn't going to be. Nobody really had a great week, though. I think we've got 40 to 50 people playing on a consistent basis. We only gave away 8 appetizers this time, which we gave away 3, and then 1, and then 3, and then 1. So that's like 4 weeks worth of appetizers in 1 week. So not great.
That's rough.
We got 38 points out of a possible whatever it was, 110 or whatever. But I think the high score was like 54. So it was a
what was our score?
38.
38.
Yeah. Ours was 38. It was not good. There was a lot of red. We missed a lot of games.
Yeah,
I didn't even take a picture of it. I just was like that.
Well, we all got screwed in that Cleveland game. That was
right.
a shit bad
That was
one.
that was a big loss there. But not great. As Matt alluded, there's a lot of trash on this one. For those of you who are new or just joining us, and Michaela, who seldom joins us but joins us all the time, and seldom joins us but joins us all the time, we're playing Pew Pew Pick'em. So we're doing a confidence pool, and we are going to pick the games. I give each of the boys 8 seconds to tell me their winner after I tell them the names of the team, the spread, and the location of the game. Michaela breaks any ties, and I also just have her say interesting things because she's hilarious. And she has Bernie, and Bernie counts. Yes. Okay. Anyways, first game on the docket. We've got the Buccaneers going up to Buffalo. Man, this game is not good. The Bills are at home, favored by 8.5. Frank, go.
How the fuck are they getting that big of a spread? Sorry.
I know. I know.
You're gonna.
I know why.
Were you gonna give me a pick, Frank?
Oh, it was me? Okay.
Yeah,
I thought it was going to be Matt first.
Yeah.
I was waiting for Matt to say
No.
He said, Frank, go.
You're right.
catch.
You're
Frank.
right here. So
Um,
Go.
I'm going to take the Bills, but I don't think 8.5 is going to happen.
Okay. I know what Matt's gonna say. Go ahead.
Baker Mayfield is trash. Go Bills.
He helped me win this week.
Every fucking week. Michaela, what do you have to say
Don't
about
care. He's
this
so
one?
trash.
I like Josh Allen. Go Bills.
Okay. Insightful as always. The Falcons from Atlanta are flying into Tennessee to take on the Titans. The Titans are at home, but the Falcons are favored by 3 on the road. Matt, tell me about this one.
Vrabel has come out and said that he might play both quarterbacks, and if you have 2 quarterbacks, you don't have one. Go Birds.
Okay. Frank, go ahead.
I think Levis is going to be better than the other two, but let's say Arthur Smith pulls his head out of his ass and the Falcons win a game.
Like Kyle Pitts
Or give the ball to Bijan Robinson. Maybe.
or Bijan.
Well,
yeah.
and Bijan was sick, and they didn't actually announce it
Yeah.
that he was sick going into the game, and so the NFL is investigating whether or not that was against the rules of not reporting people who are hurt. I
Should
don't know if
be.
you guys caught that or
Yeah.
not.
No, I
Yeah,
saw it. Should be.
absolutely.
Yeah, it's just like
Yeah.
COVID protocol, right?
I legitimately believe if they've given him the ball even 5 more carries a game, they would actually be undefeated right now.
You're probably not wrong. Next game is the Houston Texans, and that trash heap are going into Carolina to play the Panthers. Oh, Carolina. The Texans are on the road favored by 3. Frank, tell me about this one.
Yeah, the Texans picked the right quarterback. They win.
Okay, Matt, go ahead.
Carolina's due for one. Give me the
Ooh.
Cats.
Okay, so we got a K here. Michaela, you I missed you on the last one. Sorry about that. But I need your help with this one. Texans at Panthers. What do you think?
This game sucks hard. I guess I like
does
cats
suck
more than
a lot.
cows.
Meows.
Meows. Also, I would have picked the Falcons too because I watched 7 hours on the Falcons and they deserve some happiness.
I should have let you come in on that one.
Yeah.
I'm
You
sorry
should've
I
let her
jumped
do that
over
one.
on you that because I knew that's where you were going with it. I
Dork
knew
down.
it, so I should have known that you had a bit about it.
I don't know. I know you guys haven't actually watched the thing, but it's a
I
whole
have.
thing that if you take their
I'll bet Frank
losing
has.
I have.
their losings over time, like as they go below 500, it makes the bird symbol.
It does.
Rocks.
It's weird. No, I watched all the Dorktown documentaries. They're amazing.
Have you watched the Vikings one yet?
Yes, I have. It's fantastic.
Well, why were you fucking leaving me out here alone?
I wasn't. I commented last time. I enjoyed the Minnesota one.
Okay, Dorktown stands aside. Let's go ahead and pick it. That was so creepy. You are bad at me.
That was awesome.
I gotta think about this.
All right,
I'm gonna hear that whispered in my ear at like midnight tonight and have a panic attack.
I may just text you that first thing tomorrow morning, Frank, just to say it. All right, so the next game on the docket is the Jacksonville Jaguars are heading up to the Pittsburgh Steelers area, and the Jaguars on the road by 2.5 are favored. Can't remember who the last one was. Frank, go ahead and tell me what's going on.
I think the Steelers pull magic out of their ass again and win this.
Holy shit. Matt, what do you think?
Ness Jags all the way.
Okay. I mean, that okay. So, Michaela, your least favorite team or Neil's favorite team? Who do you pick?
The Pittsburgh Steelers, A, suck, and B, will not be bailed out by their high-end talent. Go kitty cats again. Give me more cats. Meow.
So you also listen to Urinating Tree?
Yes. Thank you. I fucking hate the Steelers, mostly because he doesn't shut up about the fucking Steelers.
He hates the Steelers too because he's from Pittsburgh.
Okay. Carrying on. Next game is I think I may have jotted this one down wrong. The Los Angeles Rams are going down to Dallas to play the Cowboys. Someone double check this one for me. I wrote down Rams -6.5.
Is that right?
Really?
Oh, we got to check that.
No shit. Yeah, I'm checking that. There's. I mean, it
Cowboys
could
are
be
5.5-point favorite over the Rams.
What
Cowboys are
website?
6.5 favorites.
Cowboys are 6.5. Okay,
MGM is
6.5.
Cowboys.
That's what we're going
this
with.
Must
Is
be an older one.
Okay.
MGM. Okay, cool. I thought I had copied that down wrong, but I just wanted to double check. We love you, MGM. If you want to, tell us some stuff and give us some, a couple of dollars, we'll spend it on the show, doing some degeneracy. Anyways, the Cowboys are favored by 6.5 at home. Matt, tell me what's going on here.
It's probably the Cowboys. But this game is awful.
Unwatchable, even. Frank?
Mm.
I don't trust either of these teams at all, but the Rams cut Brett Maher, so I'm picking the Rams.
Oh my God. Oh no.
It's a coin toss either way,
Yes.
right? That 6.5 is way
crazy.
too
Some of
much.
these
Right?
spreads in this.
This is a 2.16 to 18
Well,
game.
the Maher list, both of these teams are going to, yeah.
Right.
This is hilarious. The Maher Bowl. Michaela, tell me what's going on.
Don't know who that is, but I like Matt Stafford more than I like anyone on the Cowboys.
I agree with that.
So you're picking the Rams.
Yes.
Make it a clean sweep. I can be convinced to
Okay,
pick
cool.
the Rams here, too.
I'll
I don't
cross
know.
your
I don't
name
know.
out here. Okay, cool.
Brett Maher is the worst kicker in NFL history at this point.
Brett Maher is the one that missed all those kicks
Oh
in the
no, that's
playoffs,
one of the Grammaticas. One of the Grammaticas.
Which
is
one was the
worst.
one that
Just in
broke his
terms of
neck
hype.
or whatever?
Celebratica, Grammatica. There's Automatica, Celebratica, and Go for Tuica. They're three brothers.
I think Martin was the only good one, right?
Yeah.
And he's the one who
Automatica.
tore his hamstring, right?
No, that was Bill. Bill, and then there's a third one who was Go for Tuica.
Yeah, 'cause he couldn't hit anything. He should have stuck with soccer.
Next game on the docket is not a favorable one either. The Minnesota Vikings are going on the road to Green Bay to play the Packers, who are favored by 1 at home. Frank, go ahead and tell me about this one.
I don't know how the Packers are favored anywhere for the rest of the season. It's Minnesota.
Matt, go ahead.
Kirk Cousins is trash. Give me the Vikings.
Michaela, tell me about Minnesota.
One time there was a guy in Minnesota who drank a yard beer glass of martinis. Vikings win.
That is a true sentence.
That's the content I'm here for.
Right, that's so good.
The New England Patriots are going on the road to Miami, where they are swimming with the Dolphins, who are favored at home by 9.5. I know what Matt's going to say. I don't remember if it's his turn or not, but I want to
Let's go with Matt.
Okay, yeah, Matt, go ahead and tell us about Mac Jones.
The Dolphins' wins have all been against sub 500 teams. Mac Jones is trash.
Frank?
Despite Mac Jones having his best career performance last week, I agree, and the Dolphins win and probably cover.
I just love Mac Jones is trash. Michaela?
Mike McDaniel said this week that he was fighting himself and losing to himself. Dolphins win.
I do love me some Mike McDaniels. Could you imagine if he could have been the coach here? Like, we got it so wrong with Hackett. Like, oh my God, you passed up on that guy. Oh, I'm heartbroken every time I see him.
Well, we already got
Good for
punished for
him.
that. Hopefully, that's the last time that happens.
We're still getting punished for it. Oh my god. Every fucking Sunday.
The never-ending
So bad.
flogging of the Broncos.
The next game's not good either, guys. The Saints are going on the road to Indianapolis, where the Colts are at home and the Saints are favored by 1. Frank, go ahead.
Do they have the same reffing crew from last week? Because if that's the case, I want the Saints. I'm going to go with the Colts because I don't trust the Saints.
Okay, Matt.
I don't trust the mustache, and the Colts couldn't beat the Browns.
That
Keep it the
was
Saints.
horrendous play. They should have beat the Browns. That was repulsive.
Score more
Well,
points.
so we have a split here, Michaela. So not only is this for fashion, this is for form. Tell me about this game.
The Saints are stupid with their sexy sax music, but the Colts don't have Richardson. Guess go Colts.
That's a solid pick. I would have gone Colts
All
too.
right,
So.
The Colts did score more points. Cleveland was gifted a touchdown at the end of the game. That was ridiculous.
Score more points. Take it out of the hands of the refs. I will never blame an official.
Oh,
For
come on, dude. That pass interference was absurd.
Won't do it. Won't do it. Score more points.
Yeah, that was gross.
Be better at football.
Yeah.
They were.
Get good
Score
casual.
more points.
Speaking of getting better at football, neither of these teams are. Actually, this one is kind of surprising. The Jets are on the road. Not really. They're in New York taking on the Giants.
Yeah, it was a home game for both teams.
But it's the Giants are at home, so they're playing the home team. So the Jets are favored by 3 on the road in their own stadium. Frank, what do you think?
I think the Jets are slightly less garbage and have a better defense. I'm going to go with the Jets. And it's in New Jersey, not New York.
They're both home. It's the same. Matt.
Tyrod is better than Dimes. Give me the Jets.
Yeah.
Tyrod's going to throw for 250, 1 touchdown, and that's it. The Jets are going to score 14 points in that.
Yeah, that is legitimately a possibility.
It's going to be so bad. Michaela, tell me about this one.
I hate this game on principle. I guess the Jets are fine.
Okay.
It's a terrible game. God, what a bad game this is. This is awful.
The Jets' offense is putrid, but their defense is pretty good. It's going to be like a 9-3 game with no touchdowns.
I think Breece Hall might get 150 yards.
Whew, that would be nice for my fantasy team.
Nobody cares about your fantasy.
All right, the next game. The next game is kind of a home game for both of these teams too. The Eagles are not going very far. They're going to Washington, D.C. Washington, D.C. to take on the Washington Commanders, where the Eagles are on the road but favored by 6.5. Is that enough, Frank?
Yeah, because this is another weird in division game, so that probably is enough. Philly, I'm going to take them.
Matt, do they cover?
Yeah, Philly covers easy. They're way better than Washington.
Then who?
Than Washington.
Washington.
The last time we thought the Commanders were good was against the Eagles, though, when they took them to overtime.
Right. Yeah, that's true. Michaela?
Not even Waluigi can protect the Commanders from Philadelphia. The birds.
Washington.
Washington.
They're missing
Oh,
a
man.
huge opportunity.
I cannot watch a Washington highlight on Red Zone and not hear Washington every single
Because
time.
it's so
Thank you
good.
very much.
It's so good.
Thank you very much, you fuckhead.
It's so good, though.
If you
I know.
if you want me to make it real bad, I can send you the Waluigi singing "One Day More" from Les Mis.
Oh, that was so good. Send it anyway.
Mhm.
One day
I've seen
more.
it. I've seen it. The AI TikTok trend of Waluigi singing shit. It's just all over my
Oh
FYP,
well,
and I
that
can't
one's
stand
Well,
it.
yeah, but
pre
this-
AI. That's an actual.
this
This
one
one's an
is
actual
some guy
dude
doing it.
singing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
It's a dude doing sound on sound on sound, and it's fucking awesome.
Mm.
And there's like, there's a whole
There's
like
animations.
cartoon stuff that goes with it. It's
Oh,
so good. You
God.
should absolutely send that.
I need Waluigi singing the sounds of silence. That's what I need.
That's
Waluigi singing.
sounds
Is that what I mean?
of silence.
Hello, darkness, my old
Hello,
friend.
my old friend. Come to save you once again. All right. We're still doing Pew Pew Pick'em, guys. The Browns are going on the road all the way to Seattle, where the Sea Chickens are at home, favored by 3.5. Matt, tell me why the Browns suck.
The Browns are fucking terrible. Jesus Christ. Fuck the Browns. Go see chickens.
Frank?
I think this is going to be a defensive battle from hell once again. Seattle, I guess.
Michaela?
Nope. That was a stupid thing I almost just said. Go Birds.
I want to know.
Hold on.
So
I
the
have to-
stupid,
I-
Yeah,
so
right.
the stupid thing you didn't say is not as stupid.
Yeah,
as the
we wanna know
stupid
what
thing
that
you
I
was.
have
did
to
say.
Google something. No,
Yes,
that would have
Deshaun
been
Watson
stupid.
plays for
We're,
Cleveland. Yes, Uncle Touchy
that-
is still a Cleveland Brown.
what are you Googling?
Where Doug Peterson was the coach of. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Philadelphia.
No, Jacksonville.
Well, he is
I just-
now.
He's now the coach. He's now the coach of
Yes.
Jacksonville. He was a coach
I
of
thought he
Philadelphia.
coached.
He
this-
invented the Philly
yeah.
special.
Yeah, they beat the Patriots.
The next game on the docket's not a pretty one either. The Battle of the Birds. The Baltimore Ravens are flying over to swarm the Cardinals in the desert. Matt, tell me about this one. Wait, before we go there, like you need to know anyways, but the spread's 8.5 in favor of the Ravens.
Yeah, the Ravens, and they cover.
Okay, Frank.
I don't think Josh Dobbs survives this game, and the Ravens cover.
Yeah, this is not going to be pretty, Michaela.
I think Lamar
Terrell Suggs
Hold
may come
on,
off
you
the
had
bench.
your second. Michaela, go.
Lamar Jackson can go to the In-N-Out down the road from State Farm Arena and come back and still beat the Cardinals.
Yeah. He had one there.
Lamar Jackson could make the poop walk 3 times in this game, and
they could still win by 8.5. Yeah,
Yeah.
the Cardinals are terrible. The Bengals are going on the road to San Francisco, where San Francisco is having some issues the last couple of weeks. Do they get right? They are favored by 3.5 points at home. Frank?
Nick Bosa hasn't been showing up, so weirdly enough, I think the Bengals get this.
Matt?
Get right game for San Francisco.
How bad
Give me that.
are the Bengals? Michaela?
I like San Francisco more than I like Cincinnati. 9.
What is going on with Cincinnati?
It all boils down to the leg of
Yep.
Joey Burrow.
Man, they are just so bad.
Yes.
So bad. Speaking of
Awesome.
bad, here's a game that's going to be bad. It's not going to be pretty, guys. The Broncos are at home. The Chiefs are coming in. The Chiefs are favored by a touchdown coming into Mile High. What do you guys think? Do the Broncos stand a chance? Sorry, Matt.
The law of averages comes into play. Go Broncos.
Oh, boy. Frank, I think I know where you're going with this one, but it's got to be hard.
I can't believe I'm doing this. I agree. The law of averages wins out. Broncos win.
Holy shit. We are picking the Broncos and we are giving out appetizers. All right, Michaela, tell me about this one.
I don't know if Taylor Swift is coming to Mile High. But I'll be at the game, I think. So go
I will be there.
Broncos.
Yes, you will.
Nice.
Make this your 1 point game.
Yeah,
make
make
it your
this the
1
1
point
point
game. That's what this. Yeah, this is your
So
1
that's
point
the
game.
one we're least confident on, by the way.
Yeah.
That's
Correct. But
Well,
I'm
I'm
still
just
going
explaining
Broncos.
in case anybody doesn't, the whole thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's hilarious. Speaking of hilarious, the Sunday night game is laughable. The Bears are taking their show on the road to Los Angeles, where it's not going to be a home game for the Chargers, but it's slated like one. The Chargers are favored by 8.5 in this one. Frank?
How did this bag of shit game not get flexed?
They don't flex
Oh,
yet.
They need to. Chargers win,
Yeah,
but who cares?
flexing is like 3 weeks out.
Matt?
They don't start flexing for another 3 weeks. This is the Chargers, and the Bears fans don't travel. Fuck those guys.
Michaela?
The Chargers are bad, and so are the Bears, but the Bears are worse.
Yeah,
Was that it?
that's a true
Yeah.
sentence.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. I was just so what's going on with the 8.5 though? You guys think that just seems like a really big number?
Bears defense is garbage. That's about it.
Yeah, and Austin.
I mean,
Yeah,
but-
Austin Eckler still has legs.
yeah, and Herbert still.
Well,
has
yeah, I
arms.
get it. Justin Herbert's a complete quarterback, but they don't have anybody coaching him.
No. This is, I think,
No, but they can make. They're going to make plays despite.
yeah,
Brandon
this is
Staley.
a despite Brandon Staley being a head coach win.
All right. Well, speaking of
Right.
terrible,
Eberflus is terrible. There he is. Eberflus. Fuck off.
No.
Eberflus is somehow
we
worse
won't.
than Staley.
yeah, no. But speaking of bad coaching, we're gonna take the Raiders, and the Raiders are going from Las Vegas to Detroit. And the Lions are favored by 8.5 at 8.5 at home. Matt, tell me what's so funny.
Brian Hoyer is trash. Go Lions.
I knew that was coming. Michaela, do you want to respond now or later?
I'll wait my turn.
Okay, Frank, go.
Detroit recovers from their ass whooping last weekend and puts it on the Raiders this weekend.
I am not circling the Lions yet, even though they're favored by 8.5 against the trash Raiders team. I just want to know what the Brian Hoyer apologist has to say for herself and how she has to root for the Raiders this week. I need to know these things. Michaela, tell us about Hoyer the Destroyer.
He's not starting for them. And I like Dan Campbell more than I like the rookie guy that I don't remember his name. Also, Brian Hoyer got me 1 point last week, and that's all I need from him. That's more points than he's given me for the last 4 years.
Which is true.
That is actually true. But you draft him every year.
And he's
Mhm.
trash.
Usually, like second round, I draft him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Kicker
'cause you
first,
pick Kicker
Brian
first.
second.
Right.
Usually Matt Prater first, right?
Right.
Or McManus, one of the two.
Or McManus. Yeah, that's the other one.
Mhm.
Well, anyways, nobody cares about your fantasy team except us. That is Pew Pew Pick'em.
All right, great. All right. That was a lot of fun. Thanks, Mark. Good job. All right, let's move on to Major League Baseball, and the World Series is set. We've got the Rangers of Texas versus the Snakes coming out of Arizona. Mark, you're the seam head. Break this series down for us.
Yeah, I really got this one wrong, guys. Houston, I was just kind of hopeful that they would lose just because that team and that fan base annoys me, but I really didn't care who came out of this one. Both that team is loaded with pitchers and they've got some hitters. I really missed on the NCLS. I thought the Phillies had it for sure, and I think they did too. And I think that was part of the problem. They just kind of let it get away from them, and that's unfortunate because they were the most fun team left. I'm still going to watch it. I think the Rangers are going to win it, even though the Snakes seem like the team of destiny at this point. You know, at a regular season of 82 and 70 or 84 and 78 or something like that, they were barely over 500. But the Rangers just seem like the team that's just going to just smoke them. You know, they just put them down and just writhe on their neck. So I don't know. I see like a 5 or 6 game series, but Texas wins.
Tank?
Yeah, it's kind of seeming like who the fuck picked either of these teams to make the World Series this year?
Nobody.
Honestly.
Nobody.
Yeah. This is the wildest World Series matchup in a while. I think I'm going with the Diamondbacks though, and I think it's gonna be a full 7.
MJ? Why are you laughing?
What is happening?
What is
He's
happening?
also muted. We can't hear your laughter.
I think that's intentional.
What is happening?
I found it was nothing. Shut up.
What is happening? No, you can't explain this. You can't. You've had 2 of these now.
No. Okay, the first one was stupid. This one's not stupid. You just have to wait to hear about it. So I wanted Philadelphia to win because I like their vibes better, but I don't like Texas, and I think the Diamondbacks deserve joy, and most specifically, I think my coworker, who's a Diamondbacks fan, deserves joy sometimes because he doesn't get it anywhere else from any of the rest of his Arizona teams. And also I have a Diamondbacks hat somewhere. At one point, I like the Diamondbacks, so let's go Snakies. They're snakes.
I can't, in good conscience, in this house, root for anyone in the National League West. And Garcia is a man amongst men. This is going to be the Rangers, and it's probably going 6. That's my call.
Yeah.
That guy's an absolute monster.
He
Dear
is.
God, Jesus. His muscles start at his shoulders and go all the way up to his ears. Like he's just rocked. Right?
He has
He is a
huge
mountain
traps.
of a
Wild.
man. He is a mountain of a man.
Yeah. No stranger to the gym, that guy. So
No.
So Arizona with the improbable win coming back against the Phillies, and a game that and a series that not a lot of people saw going that way. And we would be remiss if we didn't mention Mad Dog Russo.
Yeah, his retirement party. When is that?
Right.
No, he's not retiring.
He said he was going to retire.
No, he's not doing it though.
I know,
He
Mark.
called
What
it. Yeah. Go ahead.
No, please.
Fucking guy.
hole.
He basically came out today and he was like, "Oh, it was just a throwaway line." Even though he was retweeting all the things last night and doing all this, he's not retiring. He's not. He was on the Howard Stern show today and basically said he thought it was a throwaway line and thought people were making a mountain out of nothing.
He said he was going to retire if Arizona came back and won the last 2 games.
Right.
Yeah. And he came out yesterday on Twitter and actually retweeted and said, I will stand by my word.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so he's full of shit.
Yes,
Oh.
absolutely.
So he's completely full of shit.
Absolutely full of shit.
I've never really
listen.
I've never really been a fan of Mad Dog Russo myself, but
right.
This just kind of cements him into the all-time dirtbag pile.
Yeah. If you say something like that on the air, you have to go through with it. I mean, how many people have gotten tattoos, had to walk home like that? There's been multiple examples of people who have had to do things because they said they would if X result happened.
You lose all your credibility as a
credibility. So fuck that guy. Absolutely fuck that guy.
I've never liked him.
Mountain of money that Sirius is paying him must be worth his dignity, I guess.
And ESPN. He's on First Take.
Oh,
He
true.
is.
Yeah.
He is.
ESPN also.
Stephen A went after him today, though.
Oh, did he? I missed it.
He was treating him like an intern.
Good.
Good.
Actually, respect Stephen A, man. That was pretty good.
Yeah, and Stephen A is a stand-up guy. I don't necessarily agree with all of his takes, but he stands behind them. And
absolutely.
And admits when he's wrong.
And admits when he's wrong.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right. Yeah.
So, fuck Mad Dog.
He used to be a really good journalist, and now he's just kind of a creation.
Like he was screaming about Kevin Freeland a couple of years ago. I mean, come on. Dude. If you're going to yell about the Rockies, at least understand the names of the pitchers, please.
Yeah, get his name right, maybe.
His hockey takes are second to none.
That's saying something.
They're so good.
Right.
Douche.
All right. Anything else on the World Series? We got game 1 tomorrow, right? Is that when it
Yeah, I believe so.
I wanted to say kickoff, but that's not right.
Yeah, close enough.
That's when first pitch is tomorrow. There you go.
Right. Yeah, it'll be good.
All right.
It'll be fun.
Yep.
Watch it.
Yep.
It's good time.
Right. All right. Moving on to the NHL, and we'll throw it over to our resident puckhead MJ here in just a moment, but we would be remiss if we did not mention that the Avalanche have set an NHL record for the most consecutive road wins at 15 with their game last night against the Islanders. Guys, this team looks really fucking good. Mark?
Yeah, they can score at will.
Or Tank?
Jesus. Sorry. Sorry.
You're good. Carry on.
They can seemingly score at will, which is interesting.
Mark?
Nathan McKinnon came back and chose violence for this season.
Mm-hmm.
He just absolutely chose violence. Just the few I haven't been able to watch any games, but the few highlights I've seen, I'm just like, all right.
He is just
oh my
rodeo
God.
motherfuckers.
It is so good.
Mm-hmm. MJ?
Do you want me to do my thing?
Do your
Or should I
thing.
talk about this?
Talk about this game first and do your thing.
No.
Talk about this team
Do
first.
do 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 hockey. So about the
Where is my hockey? Oh, where is my hockey?
yes,
Give
they
it
won
to the
last night.
peach. Because he has hair.
Because he has hair. Jesus Christ. The Avs won last night, and I think not a big part of that, but I do think part of that was they finally were like, okay, we got to get Jonathan Drouin off the top line. Oh, he's not good on the top line. And then they put him on the third line, and he's great. And then for a couple games, or at least one game, they replaced him with Ryan Johnson, and that was like fine. But this game, they were like, what if we started Nathan McKinnon with Lehkonen and Nichushkin and just let them have fun, have a good time? And they did. It was great. I would like them to be a little more defensively responsible, but whatever. We can win games 6-4. Who cares? 7-4, whatever it ended up being. Other NHL news, there was 16 games yesterday. If you didn't all watch the wonderful Frozen Frenzy, in which ESPN was like, how do we do red zone? Oh, it's significantly harder with hockey because there's not a fucking red zone. And they only went up to 2 games at a time. I wanted
Yeah,
like
I was
a sextuple box or whatever.
I love
Octo box.
Booch. I love Booch, but the coverage was lacking when you only get 2 TVs at a time.
Yeah, and I think if they had because Booch and Weeksy are both good, but if they had like more dudes talking, because a lot of times the draft, or not the draft day, but like trade deadline coverage works because they have like 9 teams and everyone talks at different times and they're all very interesting and have different things to say and not just, oh, there's a guy, he went to college in Massachusetts. And I was, okay, thanks, Bucci, appreciate it. One of the Bruins got a skate in the eye last night. Apparently he's okay. Apparently he didn't get it quite as bad as Mr. Boychuk did. But the Bruins, the Avs, and the Golden Knights are the last undefeated teams at this point. Woo for us. Otherwise, I mean, there hasn't been a ton to talk about.
How are the Maple Leafs doing?
I don't want to talk about it. They're like
the
they're like
told you all you needed to know.
They're fine, but like Samsonov's not good, and like Joseph Wall is fine, but I don't think he's ready to be a starter. Oh, something that is interesting: the Oilers are not doing good, and now they are McDavidless for at least a little bit. He is borked.
What happened to McDavid?
Borkin.
Borked. Borked. I don't know what to tell you. He borked.
Him's Bjorkloven.
He's Bjork.
Him,
Logan.
Bjork Loven. I'm looking because I can't remember if it's upper body or lower body. Well, and they're saying he's questionable for the Heritage Classic, which I think is on upper body injury against Jets on Saturday. And Sunday is the Heritage Classic, and he's still questionable for that. So they're taking him out for at least a week, and the rest of the team is like, we only have Draisaitl. What the fuck do we do? So, standard Oilers shit.
Yeah, and
But how are the Maple Leafs doing?
Oh, God.
They technically have a winning record, so I'll take my wins where I can get them.
Go on.
and how's Austin Matthews playing?
Great. I think he has the second most goals in the league right now. Pretty sure Mr. DeBrincat has the most for some reason. Don't know what he's doing, but he has like 12 goals in 6 games, so good for him. Ovi got his first last night on the power play, but he wasn't in his office. He was like in front of the net for some reason. But I think Matthews now has 7 goals because I think he only scored once last night.
Yeah, he's at 7.
Yeah. Good for him. Okay, continue.
done.
Talk.
All right.
Move on.
Oh, I'm a big fan of Logan O'Connor.
Well, I mean, you
That
start
dude-
with 3
God.
short-handed goals, and we got to see one of them. That was just insane, right? And Michaela brought it up. They definitely need the Avalanche to play better in the neutral zone and not allow some more of those. What the fuck?
Shut
up. They need to play better between the blue lines, and they need to play a little bit better in front of the net, but they are playing absolutely better.
I'm just being a dick. I'm just being a dick.
Fuck off.
I've been holding on to that for a while. It took me a while to type that.
Yeah, I'll bet it did. Well, for those of you who can't see what we do in our private chat at home, Mark's being an asshole. All right, moving on. Let's talk about the NBA.
At least I'm good at what I do.
Correct. You are the resident jackass. The NBA season tipped off yesterday with 2 games, one of them being here, and they raised the banner at Ball Arena. And guys, I don't know if you've seen these rings, but they are fucking sick.
Jesus.
Oh my God.
Unbelievable.
You see all like the shit that they can do? Like you
the
turn
mountains change colors.
Yeah, it's a fidget spinner.
Yeah. There's a
There's a
fidget
little
spinner.
ring inside it.
You can pull the thing out on the side and it's got the banner in it. It's like, oh my God. $76,000 per ring. Thank you, Jason of Beverly Hills.
I was sitting there going, well, the NHL rings were pretty gaudy.
Yeah, these are ridiculous. Now you can buy one. You can buy a super fan ring for like 10 grand if you want. There you go.
Yeah,
If
No,
you
thanks.
have $10,000 sitting around, you can go ahead and do
I
that.
do not have that.
Right. The rings are just absolutely badass. One of the fun things, we were at the game last night, and before the game, they were showing all the Nuggets players warming up. Yay, yay, yay. And then they started showing Nuggets players or Lakers players. And they went through like 4 Lakers players and got to like Austin Reeves. It was like boo. And Rui Hachimura, boo. And then AD, boo. And then they got to LeBron, and the whole arena lit up and just went boo. And LeBron was trying to figure out why everyone was booing. He looked up at the Ball Arena vision or whatever they call it, and he did the crown thing, and which is fine, right? I play to the crowd. That's great.
That's his thing.
Yeah, that's his thing. That's fine. Play to the crowd. I'm all good with it. But then he turned around and played an absolutely pedestrian basketball game.
He was awful.
It was okay. I don't know if I would necessarily call him awful. I guess if you put him up against the standard of the way LeBron has played in his career, he wasn't good. He was okay. And he could, as long as there's no one in front of him and he gets ahead of steam, he can get to the hole. But that was it.
The worst part, sorry, not to interrupt you,
Do it.
but the worst part is that they were worse without him. He was much better. The basketball game flows through him and he runs the offense and he's actually really good at it.
Mm-hmm.
When he was not on the floor, that team is like, what was it? -24.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Anthony Davis did not score in the second half.
No.
He's awful.
Just And
He
how
is
many times did he fall down?
awful.
I was putting
He
it in the
can't
group
move.
chat like he fell down again. He fell down
like
again.
4 or 5 times.
Yeah.
Yeah, he can't move at all.
Right. Right. This is not a good Lakers team. And all the noise they made going into the season.
Hachimura is just
we
fucking
just-
bad.
Yeah. And all the noise they made about, oh, you're our daddy. Yeah, well, I guess we'll see what'll happen. And Darvin Ham going, yeah, we heard what they said about being her daddy. We'll see what's going to happen. And LeBron said, yeah, we'll wait to see a response on the court. And they got fucking run out of the
And
gym.
then Christian Brown smashed a ball back in his fucking face.
Right. And that wasn't even the worst thing that happened to LeBron that night.
Oh no, he got
When
abused.
Reggie Jackson broke his ankles and LeBron falls in the corner and Reggie looks at him, stops, and then pops the 3 in his face. That
Yeah.
was the worst thing that happened.
Yeah, that was awesome.
That was right in our corner. So that literally happened right in front of, like, oh my God. LeBron just got abused.
A couple of little comments on this one, and this has nothing really to do with the basketball. It goes back to the other things that were happened before and afterwards. The crowd, you were there. They got into it and started doing a "Who's your daddy" chant in the middle of the game.
Yeah, it was at the end. Credit to the Ball Arena crowd. It was towards the end when the game was out of hand.
Oh,
And
no, it's fine.
that's when
100%.
it's absolutely appropriate to do it.
But
It was fun.
no, it was fine. It was awesome. My favorite part was, did you guys see the clip that came out of Jamal Murray
Oh yeah,
when that's going on?
laughing
And
his
he's,
ass
like,
off once
trying
he
to figure
realizes
it
what's
out.
happening. Yeah,
And then his face changes. He's like, what the? And looks over. And there's his coach. He's like, hey, this is your fault.
And it's not his fault.
It's not. It's Nick Lombardi's fault. But it's so funny. It's just a moment where it's like, what are they?
Yeah. Who's your daddy?
Andy.
Oh, Sandy has something to say. I mean, Joker gets a triple double. Tank
Of course he
MPJ looks like he's still struggling with a 3-point shot a little bit, but still had 10 rebounds. Had a double double. Every one of the Nuggets starters
Looked better on defense, too.
Looked great
Jeez,
on
Louise.
defense. Yeah, he's a willing defender. He's a plus defender. Definitely crashed the defensive boards very well. It looks like more of the same from the Nuggets.
I'm loving KCP on defense so much. Again,
Yeah. He's
He is just intuitive to the flow of the game and where the ball's going to be, and he's just there.
oh yeah,
I mean, there were literally 3 or 4 just picks of the ball in midair. Not
oh yeah, he just snatched it like
Mhm.
3 times. I think it
Yeah.
was.
right. Unbelievable. Joker with another triple double. It was awesome. What a great way to start the season. Do you
Agreed.
guys? Yep.
Agreed.
The only thing that is maybe a concern here, fellas and lady, the bench didn't play great. 97 points out of the 116 were scored by the starters. Every starter was in double figures, but the bench didn't really contribute a lot in terms of points. Are we concerned, Mark, about the bench scoring for the Nuggets?
I mean, that was this way a lot last year too, right? They got to find their groove. It's going to take them a while to get their groove because they're throwing a bunch of different guys out there every time. And they struggled last year with this, and it was a concern. And then for whatever reason, when the playoffs came, they tightened it up and got it done. So regular season wise, yeah, but I'm not worried about it long term.
Tank, what do you think?
I'm not worried about it at all for long term, to be honest. I think this game, the reason we saw a lot of first team and not much off the bench was because I think this was that game saying, like, hey, we're back and we're still the champs. And they took the first team and just hammered at the Lakers all night long. And I think that was intentional.
Well, to Matt's point, though, when the A team wasn't out there, the B team looked weak. They were not very good. And that was a problem that they had last year was the second and the third unit were just not capable of at least maintaining a lead. That was the closest the game got. It got down to a 4-point game at one point in the fourth quarter, and it was because the second unit was in. They just don't gel very well. It's not a concern because they do pull these games out, but man, it is a little bit concerning when you're watching the games. It makes you a little nervous, right?
MJ, any thoughts?
I was looking up guys who I think are on the bench for the Nuggets, and one of them was born in Italy but went to school at Palmer. So that's cool.
And that is
Reggie Jackson.
the Colorado kid.
Yeah.
And of the bench guys, I think Reggie had the best game, right?
He absolutely did.
He-
Christian looked nervous.
yeah,
He's still coming.
Being,
He's still young.
he's still young. He'll figure it out. And I think the other key to the bench unit is going to be Peyton Watson, who played really well defensively, but was hesitant to go to the hole and was, I think, over 3 with 3-point shots taken. He's a guy that needs to use his athleticism and get to the rack. And I think he'll figure it out because he's 6'8" with that length. That's a guy that could really play well. The other one that I was really concerned about, though, was Zeke. So Zeke Naji, if you don't know, got his contract extended. Less of a reward and more of a we can trade this contract kind of down the road if we have to kind of a situation. But Zeke was tentative, didn't play great offensively, caused a couple of turnovers, especially on the defensive boards. Just I'm worried about what Zeke can do if he can't figure it out. Mark?
I mean, yeah, it's a concern, but like you said, it's a piece that they're trying to get rid of at this point. So, you got to put him on display in order to get any trade value back for him. So he's going to have to play some minutes, and, you'll see some of these games where they go to 10 or 12 on their bench. But again, long-term, it's not really a concern. They're trying to get rid of him. He'll be gone before the playoffs, and then they shorten the bench, and then let's go.
Tank, what do you think?
I agree 100%. I don't think Najee's going to be sticking around a lot longer. I mean, he might stick around for a little bit, but he's not a long-term solution for sure. I think, like you said, I think Peyton's going to end up being a bigger thing later in the year once he gets more time. And then I wouldn't be surprised if Key starts getting a little bit more playing time also. And, they start using him a little bit more off the bench.
More good things to come from the Nuggets for sure. Let's move on to college football. And the big story this week is, Mark, the Michigan Wolverines are in trouble again for sign stealing and sending people to scout other teams on the road. What's going on?
Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me 30 times, 30 or more times. Like that's what was so fascinating. They waited until it was, he purchased game tickets for 30 of these games or more, at least 30 of these games. Mm-hmm. So it's oops. But how many other teams are doing it? And Michigan just did it stupidly.
All of them. Right. I mean, this is rampant.
The questions that the coaches have been getting about this have been hilarious because they're all like, "Oh yeah, it's I don't know." Like none of them care,
What are they going to say? Yeah, we do it too.
Right.
Yeah, I sent my intern to every a road game for our opponent. Yeah, that did happen.
Yeah. So my question is why is this against the rules? Like, what is the biggest issue here for sending someone to scout ahead of time, even though you can get the film and it's on TV and everyone gets all that stuff? Why is this really a problem? That's my issue.
It's against the gentleman rules of the sport, I guess. That's about it.
Mark?
Yeah, I guess that would be. I don't know. The games are public, so I guess I don't understand what that would be all about. I wonder if there's got to be more to it than just games. There's got to be practices and that kind of thing that's involved in this. I just haven't seen that information. I haven't done my research really on it, so there's got to be more to it than just the game film, right?
That's all it is. They're in trouble for sending people to the game. They've got a black ops guy who is a former Navy SEAL who goes and watches signals at every opponent's game going into their own game with that opponent. And
that's an
what they're-
obvious choice for somebody. Why wouldn't you just pick
Right.
some fucking moron, you know,
Right.
sit in the Black Ops guy? No wonder they got caught. Hey, look at me. I'm a Black Ops guy.
Right. Whatever.
Michigan's stupid.
Of the things that Michigan has done, this is like the least thing that I'm concerned about. Like I don't get it. I don't understand. Yes, I know it's against the rules, but everyone's doing it, and you can't freaking legislate this. I don't think, guys. Am I wrong? Tank?
Oh no, you're 100% right. It's impossible to legislate either way. I know that there is technically NCAA rules, but let's go ahead and say some of the NCAA rules are bullshit as it is. And this is one of those ones that seems pointless, to be honest.
Right. At some point, the NCAA is going to get out of its own way, or they're just going to go away, and maybe some of the stuff is just going to go by the wayside, but who gives a shit? But it was a big story. We had to talk about it. All right. Let us go to our final segment, and we would be remiss if we didn't start Dipshit of the Week with our one and only favorite dipshit. MJ, take it away.
Okay, so originally my dipshit of the week was going to be the fact that the NHL put out a advanced stat tracking, well, technically not advanced stat, player stat tracking website called NHL Edge, and currently it says that last year's top fastest skater was Jack Johnson, because one time he hit 93.8 degrees, Jesus, miles an hour. However, that was before I watched the video that I just sent to you guys in the chat in Discord. That was making me laugh so hard. The NHL, as I said, had 16 games last night, and so they made a video of when every team scored, but they did it by playing the horn every time there was a goal in this time lapse, and the audio is
Oh, I'm listening. It sounds like a car crash. Oh my god!
Fur.
Oh my god! It sounds like a car crash.
Oh my god, this is the best.
This is so.
so now you know why I was
It keeps going.
fucking
That's why you were laughing. Okay.
laughing because I was like, San Jose scores one goal and it's like,
I got money that says a SoundCloud rapper is going to turn this into a beat.
Oh yeah, that's coming. That's coming. That'll show up on my For You page.
That is amazing.
This is hysterical. It's
So,
still going.
The guy
it's a
who
minute
came
and a half
up,
long.
Oh my
Oh, yeah.
god.
the guy
Oh,
who
there's
came up
more.
with that's your.
Oh,
dipshit.
there's the Kings.
Yep, Kings. 1:13 a.m. Oh, there's the Kings again. 1:30.
Oh, there's the Kings
there's the
again.
Knights.
Oh, yep.
There's the Knights again.
That's amazing.
Yep. Good. Well done. Tank, what do you got?
Fuck me.
Oh my god. My dipshit of the week is going to be the refs of the NFL. Because, Jesus, how many times do you have to fuck up games before you change some rules? Because they
There's
just
some missed calls, huh?
they seemingly just don't give a shit about what's actually happening on the field and are just calling things to do it at this point. There was many more horrible calls this weekend that kind of
Or non-calls.
or non-calls. There was a lot of non-calls, specifically in that Philly game. There was a lot of interesting non-calls, and yeah, they legitimately altered the outcome of multiple games this weekend just with their horrendous, I don't know, ideas, I guess, on what should be penalties in the NFL.
Mark?
I'm gonna say Michigan State again takes an L. I think this is a three-time Michigan State, right?
Yep.
Mhm.
And Mel Tucker's gotten the double one, right?
Oh.
Where he's got dipshit twice.
Yeah.
So Michigan State again takes the L. They had a game this weekend, which they played their crosstown rival, the Michigan Wolverines. The score of the game would lead you to believe that my dipshit is the team because they were so bad. They lost that game 49-0. That wasn't the reason why Michigan State takes the L again. They had a scoreboard guy post a question as a interaction with the fans, and it was a trivia question about what country was Hitler born in.
Yeah.
And put a picture of Adolf Hitler on the scoreboard.
Giant picture.
Not
Hitler.
Not what I would call at all a good look. It's awful. It's Michigan State. What the fuck? What is happening in East Lansing? It's wild to me.
And a tack onto that Michigan State one, actually, a little bit. Mel Tucker did get hit with a three-peat. He was determined to have violated the sexual misconduct policy by sexually harassing the sexual assault prevention speaker, Brenda Taylor.
Right.
Yeah. So he loses all of his money. You get nothing. Good day, sir.
Right.
Dumbass.
Right. My dipshit of the week is relatively obvious. I am going with the Los Angeles Lakers. You had months to talk about not being someone's daddy, and we're saying we'll see what happens. Couldn't do it, bro. Couldn't do it, and you got boat raced, and you're not that good of a team. You're old. Your best player might be Austin Reeves, which is scary.
That's fucking hilarious.
And Sarah, Mama Goon, the queen, and I both decided again that he is definitely the most punchable face in the entire league. You couldn't stand up to it. Couldn't put up with it. Fuck off, Lakers. You lost. Who's your daddy? That's my dipshit of the week.
And we will no longer mention the Lakers unless they do bad things.
Correct. Yep. The moratorium has been re-emplaced.
Well, based on what we saw last night, that might be often still.
Right? I don't think we're going to talk about the Lakers unless the Nuggets play them again. That might be the only time we actually talk about them, because unless they do something so egregious that it's a national news headline on ESPN, like AD breaks 4 legs. That might be a thing, but that's it.
Austin Reeves actually gets punched.
Oh, wait, hold on. Breaking news. AD just fell down again. Just so you know.
They find Austin Reeves' body just drained of all of its life, and LeBron's just
Life Force.
sucks the blood of the
Remember
innocent.
that energy vampire movie in the 80s, Life Force? the alien vampires all come down and start sucking the life out of everybody, and that's LeBron. He's Life Force.
There's that character in What We See in the Shadows, too.
Oh, God.
The energy vampire.
Colin.
That's where my brain went. That's exactly where my brain went. He's an energy
I
vampire.
adore that guy in that show.
He's so
So
awesome.
awesome. If you have never watched What We Do in the Shadows on FX, it is fantastic. Such a
It's
great,
pretty
hysterical comedy series. But at any rate, all right, let's move on to final thoughts. We will start with MJ. What do you got?
I think many things. Most of them are stupid. I think I'm tired. Good night. Goodbye.
All right, Tank.
Yeah. Rooting for the home team this week, Western State, taking on Colorado School of Mines, number 12 versus number 1, which will probably end up be the decider for who's number 1 in the region for playoff setting. So let's go Western State, and yeah, there we go. Find me here.
There you go.
Obviously, every other week. Find me on the Nerds That Know podcast on alternating weeks, plus Idiot Scramble when we got a chance to do it. You can find me at Tank Knox or Knox Nostalgic Collectibles on all the socials.
Mark?
Matt handles the socials. I handle the Gene Mingo references. That's all I got. Oh, I'm drinking this wonderful Liars cocktail. They're very good. It's an Amalfi Spritz. Quite tasty. A lot of sugar, though. Holy shit, there's a lot of sugar.
Make sure you check us out on all of our social channels. You can find My Brother's an Idiot on Facebook. Search that and find the black logo will get you in. You can also find My Brother's an Idiot on Twitch and Twitter at the Idiot Goons. Also, there's another channel. What am I missing? The Idiot Goons are YouTube. That's right. My Brother's an Idiot on YouTube. There you go. You'll be able to find this very broadcast on YouTube at My Brother's an Idiot. Make sure you go check it out. I have subscribed. Have you guys subscribed?
Yes, I did.
Okay, very good. We got to get more people into it. Mark's Twitch and Twitter and TikTok are at Poffeltime. My Twitch and Twitter are at Poffelupagus, and my TikTok is at King Goon Smoke. Lots of nugget stuff from yesterday coming, so that's going to be awesome. You can actually see the Who's Your Daddy chant, which is fucking amazing. So check it out. Make sure you take care of yourselves, take care of your families, take care of each other. For Tank, Mark, MJ, and the absent Muti, we love you, Muti. This has been My Brother's an Idiot. We'll catch you next time. We'll see you next week on Nerds That Know. See ya.
Bruh, 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 bruh,
Bruh, bruh.